Hello, thank you for joining us for another sit down. My name is Nicole Jam, and of course, this is the aftermath to the Homecoming and Business Summit that we held in December. And I am here at Ashawa Group of Hospitals, and this is the Ruwa branch. I'm told more branches are coming, and that is good news for us. But I'm joined here by Tsitsi Mudokwani, who is one of the directors here. Thank you for giving us your time and for welcoming us at Ashava Group of Hospitals.
Oh, thank you so much, Nicole.
Yeah. So as we start off this conversation, tell me more about this establishment, when it started, and how this idea came about to start a group of hospitals.
Okay, thank you very much. This idea came about 2020. It was just brainstorming. We have a business in the UK, and we had the president calling the Diaspora to come and join others to build Zimbabwe. So we thought, what could we do? We are already here in Zimbabwe doing some businesses, but it's more in Victoria Falls where we have some guest house. So this place, we bought this place, not that we had any intentions, but we were just helping a friend who had a challenge and she just wanted to dispose the stand. It had 4-roomed cottage, and we didn't have anything which we were thinking about here. So we rented the house for at least about a year. But with tenants, we're here, and when the owner is not around, we were not getting our payments, the rental payments. So later on is we were just thinking, what can we do? We thought, what if we continue in our health sector? Because in the UK we are in the health sector. And me and Vicky, who is my business partner, we are both nurses. So we thought, let's give it a try. Let's turn it to a maternity clinic. So when we approached one of the doctors who happened to be our house doctor, and the midwife registered nurse, who is the charge nurse here, they then decided that I think if we do it as a 24-hour maternity clinic, it will help a lot of people. And then as we were wondering, we had a misfortune in our family. One of our nieces was run by a car near the Zimbabwe Park, and she didn't die instantly. She was taken to Mavuku Clinic, and then Mavuku said, no, we don't deal with emergency. Can you take her to Perinatal Hospital? She was still alive, but she was bleeding. And then by the time she got to Perinatal Hospital, it was a bit late because it's far, and also the traffic congestions. By the time she got to Perinatal Hospital, taken, put on the stretcher, just by the entrance of Perinatal Hospital, she gave her last breath. So we thought, if we include a small emergency, accident and emergency, if someone happens to have some misfortunes like our niece, then they can come here, we stabilize them, and then we transfer them to bigger hospitals. So we ended up having an emergency. And then the doctor said, you know what, with the theater, with the maternity, if there is a complication, the area we are in is quite far from the bigger hospitals. So we might need a small theater. So we ended up building a theater. We have a small theater here, and we also have an X-ray and a ultrasound scan. So I think some of the things you will see as you go on. That's the reason which made us to be where we are now. for us to call ourselves Ashawa Group of Hospital. Ashava is our totem. Yes.
Currently Zimbabwe.
Yeah, we didn't want to use an English name. And then Group of Hospital, we are thinking big. We are not limiting ourselves because we know financially we can do more. Once this one is fully running and the other business in UK and our guest house is in Victoria Falls, I think we are able to start another hospital. So I might say just a tip. We are looking at opening one hospital again here in Harare in the Waterfalls area. And then we have a bigger one which we are going to open in Victoria Falls, and another which is a clinic and a pharmacy which we are also going to open in Victoria Falls. Yes. Some
exciting developments coming, I can tell. But I want to go back to what you mentioned a bit earlier about heeding the president's call to come and invest back home. Were there ever any hints of skepticism around coming back home and investing? And how was the shift for you from starting a business in the UK and establishing one here in Zimbabwe?
The reason I think why it didn't come as difficult to us is because we have always been coming home. We had said we cannot only focus on UK, even before the president had called. That's why I'm saying we had the guest houses. With the guest houses, we bought, our first one was in 2021 during the COVID time. Yeah. And then we also saw that, living in a foreign land, there is a limited time, especially when we are now maturing or you are getting a bit older. You would want to get to a pension and relax at your home than to be in a foreign land. Life is not as what people think when we are outside the country. So that's the main reason why when the president called, we thought, I think now is the chance. And now is the right time. And for sure, now it is the right time from 2017 up to now, and hopefully up to 2030, when the president is still calling for people to come and invest home, I think it's the best time.
But coming to the running of the hospital itself, you have several services that you've listed as well. How has been the reception given the location that you're in? A lot of people would assume if you're starting a hospital, go to the big city, the big suburbs, but you're here in Ruwa, in the peripheries of the capital.
Okay. We did do a survey before we established this hospital. And we found that there are some hospitals, small private hospitals, more in Damafos and in Zimbabwe. There is nothing here. And this place is Eastview, or is known as Caledonia. So in the Caledonia, there wasn't any hospital or small clinic nearby. And it covers from phase 1 to phase 21. So we thought, it might be something which could help people. And also from the ladies we were asking, when they are pregnant and they want to give birth, they either go to Chitungwiza Hospital or they were going to Marondera Hospital.
Which is, they're both very far options.
Exactly, exactly. So when we said, we are going to establish a hospital, it was something else. People were overexcited.
Right. And with all the excitement, even when we're driving here, trying to get directions to get to Ashava, the statement that was being thrown around a lot was, you will never get lost. Everyone knows where Ashava is. And I'm wondering what it is that you did right, that you feel you did right when marketing this place and establishing it. So much so that even the community is proud to talk about Ashava.
Yeah, and because we involved the community, most of the jobs when we were building this hospital, the small, jobs, they are like the Dhaka boy who are helping the builders, they were from the community. So it's more like, it's a community-owned hospital. And even the pricing, we are not charging exorbitant prices. We are just knowing that, this area, we don't have people who have got a lot of money.
Right.
And it's all about helping. It's not about money. So I think that's why, it's becoming a bit more popular.
Right.
And the totem itself as well, there are a lot of Shavas here.
All the Shavas are proud to be represented.
So is that it? Am I guru? Am I nini? We are like, a family here.
And that's good. I mean, that reflects the Africanness in us, the Ubuntu. You
Yes.
are because I am.
Yes.
But just as we round up, before you take us on a tour of this establishment, what would you like to say to other Zimbabweans who are in the diaspora who might be a bit skeptical about coming back home to reinvest?
We had a video which was circulated by Chitima. And a lot of people, they started phoning us to say they want us, they want to get some help. And, we were responding, thinking that, people, they are serious. And it's all people from diaspora, some were from England, some were from America. But for sure, I think it was just a talk. Their hearts wants to come home. But I think the finances is the one which is holding some of the diasporas to come home. Yes. And what I would encourage, them, the diaspora, before you leave, I think make sure you establish a small space for yourself. It's hard to come and live with relatives because one, financially, they will be depending on you. I have lived that. Secondly, your independence, you will lose what you were used to in the diaspora because life in Zimbabwe and life in the diaspora is different. In diaspora, I was living on my own and I could get visitors here and there. But if I come here and I'm living with other people, I'm not used to it. I'm used to my space. So if you set up what you want to enjoy when you are here before you start a business, then I think it will be a perfect way of, introducing yourself to coming back home. Yeah. And also, not to just come and say, oh, I want to do business. People are losing it and they are losing a lot of money by just following. I have seen Tsitsi Mudokwani she's doing very well in the health sector, and then you want to follow. But that's not where your passion is. And once you do something which you don't have passion on, or which you haven't done before, it's going to be difficult. So I say go for things you have done already, and then you get help from others, than to start something which you haven't done before. It will not sail. So I think that's my advice to my fellow diasporas.
Right. I cannot wait to go on a tour of Ashawa Hospital here. This is one of the establishments. And of course, give you an insight as to why they were recognized in the health sector at our last awards gala. All right, I'm joined here by Vicky. She's one of the co-founders and the director. And this is the most exciting part for me, just seeing Ashava, what it is really made of.
That's good. Hope you won't be disappointed.
No, it doesn't look like it. So this is the reception area?
Yes, that's the reception area. So when our patients come through, or be it deliveries or be it inquiries, They come through here first, or sitting area, and then there's a receptionist here, and it's manned 24/7.
24/7, because you're a 24-hour establishment, is
yes,
it?
yeah,
All right,
24/7. And then here, that's our observation area. So when somebody gets registered there, then they will triage to know whether somebody needs to go to maternity, are they going for x-ray, or are they going to be seen by a doctor.
All right.
Yeah, so they'll come here, get weight, blood pressure, temperature, their observations, and then they come through here. So this is the doctor consulting room, the examination couch, so they get examined, and then the doctor decides whether the patient needs to be admitted, do they need further investigations, or they need to go to maternity, or they just get a prescription, and we take it from there. So this is just a phlebotomy room.
All right.
When clients have been seen or patients have been seen, they need bloods taken. Their bloods can be taken here. Or even if it's somebody going to the x-ray, if we are not using the room, we can use it as a sitting area. And this is our radiology department. So our x-ray room. Yeah, so we have got this one that can be used, either somebody can be standing there or lying down, depending whether the patient is able to stand or they are not able to stand, or depending on the type of radiological examination they need. And then we also have a portable x-ray machine. So for example, if we are doing a theater case and the doctors want to do an x-ray whilst the patient is in theater, they can just take that. Yes.
Oh, quite impressive.
Yes.
Quite impressive, for sure.
Right, so this is the big room. So you remember when Tsitsi was talking and saying it was a cottage.
Yeah.
So this was the main building that was here.
All right.
It was just this.
Ah, so
Yes.
the other structures were non-existent.
They were
before you
non-existent,
came.
so it was just here.
Wow.
So that's what we started with, our maternity department. And this is the big room, our delivery suite. When the mothers are ready to give birth. And this is a CTG machine. So it monitors contractions, it monitors the heart rate when the mother is in labor. And then it's already delivery pack. And this is called a resuscitator. So when the baby is delivered, the baby is put on there. So usually we turn it on. It will be warm because, yes, for warmth, so that the baby doesn't get hypothermic or drops the temperature. And then oxygen. If the baby needs oxygen, they can be weighed. And then here we've got our emergency trolley with all the necessary emergency drugs that we might need in case of emergency. And then DDA, dangerous drugs, or things like your pethidine, your morphine, that we give to women in labor when they are in a lot of pain. And just in case, if nobody is there, we have got a call bell that the mothers can press. This one is just a spare one. Say, for example, we have 2 mothers who are ready to deliver at the same time. So we can use that.
You can house 2 at the same time.
Yes. There, nothing much interesting. Toilets, showers. And then we've got a small kitchen in there. You want to see? Oh, okay. And then this is a nurse station. So the nurses will be sitting here.
Just monitoring?
Yeah, just monitoring, yes. And then this one is a consulting room. So we've got another one, which is that side. And then there's this one, consulting room, and then we also use it for ultrasound scan.
All right.
Yes. And then in here, that's our antenatal room, one of the antenatal rooms. So we can have 2 mothers.
Okay.
So when they come and they are not quite ready to give birth, so we put them in here for monitoring until they are ready to go into the labor. And then this one is another antenatal room. Yes. So this one we normally would put the mothers who need more invasive monitoring.
Okay.
Yes. That's why you see we've got our CTG machine. Sometimes mothers can come and they can say, oh, I haven't felt my baby kick as they normally do. So we can bring them here, we monitor them for about 4 hours, and then they are reviewed by the doctor to see if it's okay for them to go home, or we can keep them a bit longer for monitoring. Or even some mothers will come and then they've got what is called preeclampsia or pregnancy-induced hypertension. We can monitor them in here. And then we do have our backup solar. The batteries, they are in there, and that's our solar system. It's 3-phase.
All right.
Because of the X-ray and all the other departments that we need to function in case we don't have any power. Now we are going to the theater, our operating theater room. So this is toilet and a male changing room. So when the either doctors or maybe the scrub nurse, the males, they'll come here, and that's where they will change into the theater attire. And even after they have done the cases, sometimes it can be a messy delivery or a messy case, so they can shower before or after. And this one is a female changing room. So same thing, that's where they will change before they come into theater. And then this is our theater. So with this red line, no outside clothes will come in here, so they will change. Okay. And then once they've changed, yes. So yeah, get into theater gear. And this is our scrub area. So when they've changed, the nurses, the doctors, they come here, they scrub, and then they put on the sterile gowns. Our equipment, we keep it in here, and then sterile packs. This is our sterilizing room. So the equipment gets sterilized in there when they've used it. Scissors, delivery packs, operation packs, they are sterilized there. They are packed, sterilized, and then when we need them, they are just put through the hatch, and then we can set and use them. Then, yeah, this is the operating theater room. Yes. So, the theater bed, and then our anesthetic machine. This is where the patient will be put to sleep. And then usually the anesthetist will be at the head of the of the bed. And then again we have got piped oxygen. Is it even on? It's not on. So we have piped. There we go. Okay. So when the levels are low, it will alarm like that. And then obviously we've got our normal level, and if it goes higher, so at least with the normal level, and then there's a low warning. So if we need to change our gases, then we need to change them there. But we always have some spares that we can use. Okay, again we've got an emergency trolley. Emergencies still happen even in theaters. So we have got drugs, intubation equipment, defibrillator, an ambi bag, which we'll use in case of emergency. Similar thing from the delivery suites, a resuscitate, because some clients, they will come into the delivery room and they are not able to deliver normally. So they will end up having a cesarean section. And that's where we'll resuscitate the baby if needs be. And this one, we use ultraviolet technology to sterilize our theaters. And then this is the theater sluice. So when we have done the cases, anything that's been used, it goes into the sluice. And there's an outside door. So we dispose and we try to minimize as much infection and contamination as possible. And then when the patient has been operated on in there, they can come to the recovery and they can be recovered, monitored until they are fully awake and ready to go back to the postnatal wards, which we're gonna go to. And that's an incubator in case a baby needs the incubator, and our monitoring equipment. And that is just a drugs cupboard. And then in here, it's a briefing room. So before the doctors and the nurses, they come to do a case, they'll come and debrief here saying, oh, we have got 2 cases, 3 cases, and this is what needs to be done. Or maybe sometimes they've had a challenging or complex case. They can come here, debrief, and discuss, because it does help to offload, because sometimes being nurses and doctors can be quite stressful.
Right, it's a lot of pressure.
It is.
So how big is your staff?
Our staff, so what we do is we have got staff complement to cover each and every department.
Okay.
So there's theater nurses, and then anesthetist, and then we have a resident doctor, and then obviously midwives. So on each shift, they do 12-hour shifts. So on each shift, in midwives, we have a minimum of 2 midwives, and then with postnatal. So we'll come back to that one. So this is our postnatal ward. So when the mother has delivered, they will come in here with their babies, their bundle of joy, and then they are looked after, assisted. Some of them, it will be their first baby, so they are held to make sure when they go home, they'll be able to look after the child, and also to monitor for any complications like bleeding, postpartum hemorrhage after delivery. And this is our drug trolley where we keep our drugs, suction machine, and an oxygen concentrator, which is just underneath there. Sorry. And this is the emergency room. So if we have any medical or surgical emergency, the patients will come in here. Like sometimes you can have road traffic accidents. They'll come and we attend to them, monitor them if they need suturing, they need intravenous fluids or oxygen. This is where we bring them. Yeah. And then again, we've got an emergency trolley and our 12-lead ECG monitor. So this is a laboratory, but it's not yet fully functional. We're waiting to do the registration for the lab. And then this one is a treatment room. So maybe the patient has come from the doctor, was seen by at the reception, doctor, and then maybe the doctor will say, oh, she needs this injection, or they need a dressing to be done, or maybe they need to be catheterized. So this is where, or they need a 12-lead ECG to be done. So this is the room where we bring them and give them the whatever initial treatment would have been prescribed by the doctor. And then at the back, it's just restrooms, toilets for staff and patients. So that is about it.
Yeah, and I think our viewers can see why you were recognized in the medical segment. What does that award mean to you as Ashawa Group of Hospitals?
That award, it means a lot. To be where we are, it was not easy. It wasn't smooth sailing. And our passion is healthcare. So for us to be just recognized and awarded for the hard work, sleepless nights that we have had, it means a lot to us.
And seeing it for myself, I'm even getting goosebumps that we have an establishment like this in a place that we are in. You know, like I said earlier, most people would assume that this is only available in the big cities,
yes,
and not in the periphery. So congratulations.
Thank you
for the recognition. We cannot wait for the expansions and to see more from Ashava.
Thank you.
All right, so this is an inspirational story of two sisters who decided to come back to their home country and invest and make a difference. And this award goes to them from Zido, and we hope that it won't be the end of it, but the start of a beautiful and a much bigger story.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you so much.
So make sure that you continue following us on all of our platforms at Zido. You can find us on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And get to find out about more stories that are inspirational. And hopefully for those that are in the diaspora, you will find this as a right nudge in the right direction to come back and invest home. Until next time, join us again.